All right, Broken Arrow Tigers, Tahlequah Tigers. What could possibly be the final game tonight? It is game number 6. Broken Arrow wins. They will be the regional champion. If Tahlequah wins, we will play another one around 7 o'clock. And it's going to be Caitlin Polini, Hannah Hendricks, and Alexa Romero. Anybody gets on Marcella McKinney here in the top of the first. There's a strike on the outside portion. It is Erin Dillard throwing again, as she did in the game earlier tonight between these two teams. Tahlequah reached this final, if you will, 20-14, kind of a come from behind. They scored 7 runs in the bottom of the 6th after a disputed run counting. And there's Polini with a shot up the middle, base hit single to start the ball game for Caitlin. So Polini starts this one off a little better than she started out the last game between the two. Coach King hoping that the Tigers can jump on the Tigers early instead of waiting to the 3rd inning where they exploded for 10 runs and kind of put that one away. Tahlequah Tigers, they 15-3 run rule in their first match with Stillwell, but then after losing to Broken Arrow 15-3, they were in the dogfight to get into this one. As we mentioned, 20-14 win. 2 balls and 1 strikes on the rover, Hannah Hendricks. Hendricks pops one off that was in the inside portion of the plate. There's Bailey Wright, and she brings that one in. Hendricks just missed hitting for the cycle, as Wright made a nice play running back on the wall and just kind of popped the ball in the air and caught it, or that probably would have been a triple for Hendricks to complete the cycle in the first game between these two teams. Romero blasted a shot in the 3rd inning. That kind of got things going for the Tigers in that 10-run 3rd. They sent 14 batters to the plate to score those 10 runs. Romero's going to drive another one. It's going to be about the same way, and there it is. That is long gone. Alexa Romero gives the Tigers a 2-0 lead with another big blast. And for Romero, I've got that as her 20th home run of the season. Not sure exactly what she did in game 1. So Romero goes deep. And now Marcella McKinney, who followed Romero's home run up in that big 3rd inning with one of her own. Let's see if she can do it again here. There's a strike on the outside part. Dillard working to Cordell. As did in game 1, that pitch is short and around the infield. It's a Boswell at first. Claire Barker at second base. Bud Peters at third base. Courtney Dry, big hitter for Tahlequah, your shortstop. Around the outfield, Ferguson, Bailey Wright, Morgan Terrence, and Sierra Smith. There's a drive. She get up enough? Oh, no, and can't make the play. It's Ferguson who bobbles it in the outfield. She slides. She's staying down. McKinney's going to, looks like she may have twisted an ankle in there. McKinney's in with a double.
McKinney with the stand-up double. Springs to the plate. The left fielder, number 8, Megan Rollo.
Megan Rollo now, who just recently, as of the last home games for Broken Arrow, went 6 for 6 and all. Those were home runs and recorded 15 RBIs, 24 total bases in 2 games, which the Tigers scored 40 runs. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Romero is going to be named the Tulsa World's Player of the Week for that performance. There's a drive into left, backing up on it, not going to be able to get it, and that is over the cane sign. Romero joins the home run hitting parade with a 2-run shot, and the Tigers are jumping on Tahlequah. It's 4-0 with only 1 out. So a pair of 2-run homers for the Tigers have things going their way in the first. Now Ashley Chesser, who's swinging the bat well.
Ashley Chesser to the plate for the Tigers.
Chesser gets it up into center. Making the play is Bailey Wright. Has to jump up and get it. Made that one a little more adventurous than she needed to. But by the by, she still catches that one. So 2 fly balls to right in center. One almost straight away, that one from Chester, and another one where she had to go to her right to make the catch. Shot down to third. Not going to be in time to get Aaliyah Brown.
Aaliyah Brown will reach on the infield error.
E5 the way that one scored. As Bub Peters just kind of batted it down. Couldn't field it cleanly. Pitcher Kinsey Mathis stepping in and takes that strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mathis. Mathis 22-1 on the season. Line shot into center, coming in, can't make in the play is right. That bounced past her. That's going to get another run home for the Tigers. Mathis is going to stay at second. Oh, they're going to hold her up. That's interesting. I thought for sure they would be sending Brown home, but they do not. So she's at third. Coach King kept her there.
To the plate, number 2.
Lessa Stevens, center fielder on that base hit, a double.
Fielder.
Runners on second and third. Stevens had 3 RBIs the last time. She had a triple and a single. It's going to add to that. That one's going to go and get down in front of Wright again, who picks that up off a high bounce. Stevens going to go into second, slides in there safely and gets 2 RBI.
6-0 Tigers.
So the Tigers have scored 6 runs on 3 2 RBI hits. 2 of those were homers, and that one is a double for Alyssa Stevens. So she continues her good hitting, and here comes Mary Collins. 10th hitter.
Fielder number 1, Mary Collins.
10th hitter of this inning. Collins rips one down to second. Smith comes up and throws it away, and that ball's going to get in, and we're going to get another run home.
Away from the first baseman. That'll put another run on the board for the Tigers.
So error on the throw from the second baseman, Claire Barker. Not only allows a run to score, but allows Mary Collins to get down to second. And we're back to the top of the order in Caitlin Polini, who started this thing with a single. Single here will get another run home. There's a strike right over the heart of the plate. Coach King must have had a discussion with these Lady Tigers and told them, hey, we're not going to stick around and wait to the third to start putting some big runs up. Let's have a big first, and they're doing it here with 7 with 2 outs and back to the top. Polini came into today's action with 27 RBIs and a team leading 17 walks, and she's at 3-1. He's going to rip that one into left, and that's going to get down. Coach King is going to send Collins home, and that single is an RBI. And Broken Arrow keeps putting the pressure on here early. It's 8-0.
The rover,
Hannah Hendricks, who flew out to center her first time up, looks to atone for that out and get into part of this fun in the first. There's a strike on the outside corner. Hendricks gets under that one again, but it's going to go deep. It's going to go deep, and it's going to be out of here next to the scoreboard and beyond. So Hannah Hendricks hits that one high and hits it long, and that's another home run. That's the third for the Tigers in this inning. And guess what? Another home run of a 2-run variety. So the rest did not deter the Lady Tigers at all. Rollo hits one at short, and she just kind of holays it and gets nothing but air. That being Bub Peters wanted nothing to do with that hard hit ball. That's a single for Romero, hard off the bat. Peters tried to short hop it and couldn't make the play. Here comes McKinney, who doubled and later scored. 8-0 Lady Tigers. Damage being done early and often. Here in what Coach King wants to be the final game before the state tournament. Little spinner comes up there, and it's on top of the plate. Romero laid off that one. That pitch is going to be high and in. 2-0.
McKinney looks at ball 2.
Oh, there's a strike, so it 3-1. McKinney saw it, had the pitch she wanted, and popped it up, and it is caught out there, Morgan Terrence, and so that pop-up closes the inning, but not before the Tigers score 10. They lead it 10-0 going into the bottom half of the first. The plate. Leah Brown at first, Marcella McKinney is at second, Caitlin Pellini, the shortstop, and Ashley Chester over at third. Rollo, Stevens, Henrik, and Collins in the outfield, and the first pitch is a strike from Kenzie Mathis. Just go up there throwing strikes and make them hit, and that one hits the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike on her counterpart, Erin Dillard. Dillard pops that one up shortly, going back to McKinney, and she's able to make the play. Oh, and she dropped it. McKinney had it, dropped it, going back. Just got nonchalant there and should have put the second hand up there to secure it as she was going back. So an E on that pop-up by McKinney. Even though she was backpedaling, should have had that one all the way. The top of the order for Brett Morgan's Tahlequah Tigers can hit the ball. Pellini flips over to McKinney. Oh, my goodness. Wow. That had to hurt. Caught the bill of the cap. McKinney throws that one. I'll tell you what. Erin Dillard's got a slide on that. McKinney's concerned about what happened, but it did, I believe, catch the bill of the cap. But I tell you what, we're gonna take a break, and we'll be back to kind of fill you in on what happened. You're watching Tiger Softball on Aerovision.
At St. John, you're not the patient in 201. You're a 7-month survivor. You're not the heart attack victim on the 4th floor. You're hero to Ava, Charlie, and Caleb. You're more than a diagnosis or database entry. You're the reason we exist. Our entire staff is committed to making you stronger. It's why Telsons, for 85 years and counting, choose the health family of St. John.
My Contour helps me discover all new sides to myself, like it knows I'm into sci-fi and personally recommends new things I didn't know existed. Like intergalactic biohumanoid sci-fi.
Lovable ogre sci-fi.
And whatever this is. I just look for the diamonds, and suddenly,
I'm into whole new worlds of entertainment. That's why
Contour is TV just for me.
For the many sides of you, there's Contour.
In as little as 12 months, with a diploma from Spartan College, you could have a career in aviation and beyond. At Spartan, you don't just study airplanes, you're surrounded by them. Some 40 at our flight campus, another 20 at our technology campus. This is a college where you can pilot planes, repair planes, learn everything there is to know about planes, inside and out.
I used to struggle in school, but Huntington helped me with phonics, reading, study skills, writing, algebra,
chemistry,
calculus,
SATs,
ACTs.
Huntington helped me with all my subjects.
No matter what grade your child is in, no matter what kind of grades they get, Huntington can help. For over 35 years, our individualized approach to tutoring has helped thousands improve at every level, from basic subjects to college test prep. Let Huntington help your child. Huntington, your tutoring solution.
All right, so an interesting development here as Aaron Dillard walks off wobbly. And now looks like they're calling runner interference and awarding Broken Arrow the double play. Brett Morgan's wondering how that can happen, but that runner, it's the runner responsibility to get out of the way. And so I think it's going to be 2 outs. And not only that, it looks like Tahlequah is going to lose its starting pitcher.
Courtney drives to the plate with 2 down.
So runner interference turns into a 2nd out. Morgan Terrence, so it's Courtney Dry, who Broken Arrow likes seeing up there with no one on base. Leading home run hitter for Tahlequah, came into today's action with 22. And nearly 60 RBI, and she is definitely over that number after the day she has had. She was 1 for 2 in the first matchup between these two teams with a double and a run scored. Goes 3-1 now to Tahlequah's leading hitter. She's hitting .629. And that one's well short of the plate, and she's going to walk.
Dry draws the walk. Peters to the plate. 1 on, 2 down.
Bub Peters, the third baseman, watches that one float outside. And it appears after the incident there at second base that maybe Kinsey Mathis is a little rattled. Not able to find the strike zone. 2-0 on this batter. But also what they're wanting to do is both these girls can really hit the ball. So Coach King's probably said, hey, don't give them anything close. Keep the ball outside. And that's where Romero is lining up. That one drifts across the middle of the plate. But getting under it just a little bit and flying out to Megan Rollo is Bub Peters. So that ends the inning. The little bit of drama there, and we'll see who's going to come out to pitch after this. It's 9-0. Tigers lead it through 1.
My Contour helps me discover all new sides to myself, like it knows I'm into sci-fi and personally recommends new things I didn't know existed. Like intergalactic biohumanoid sci-fi, lovable ogre sci-fi, and whatever this is. I just look for the diamonds, and suddenly,
I'm into whole new worlds of entertainment. That's why
Contour is TV just for me.
For the many sides of you, there's Contour.
I used to struggle in school, but Huntington helped me with phonics, reading, study skills, writing, algebra,
chemistry,
calculus,
SATs,
ACTs.
Huntington helped me with all my subjects.
No matter what grade your child is in, no matter what kind of grades they get, Huntington can help. For over 35 years, our individualized approach to tutoring has helped thousands improve at every level, from basic subjects to college test prep. Let Huntington help your child. Huntington, your tutoring solution.
All right, it's going to be Megan Rollo to lead it off. Homered, 2-run variety. Back in the first.
Lead off the top of the second for
Be
the
Rollo,
Tigers.
Chesser,
Megan Rollo,
Brown, and then Kinsey Mathis, the pitcher, if anyone gets on. In the pitch is number 17, Hannah Boswell. So Boswell moves from first base to pitcher now. And can't make out the number of who the new first baseman is.
Megan Rilo leads it off for the Tigers. She'll look at ball one.
Rilo's cranking one down to third and gets between the wickets over there of Peters, and she's having a tough time today with some of those hard-hit ground balls. And that one goes all the way to third. So there are 2 errors on that one, as the left fielder can't handle it either. So Tahlequah falling apart already, and it's only the second. Chesser takes ball 2. And now ball 3 on the inside part. And ball 4 floats away.
Chesser will take the walk.
Runners on the corners for Leah Brown.
Leah Brown to the plate. Runners at the corners.
Brown reached on an error and then scored her first time up. Ball's well inside. We'll bring you the the name of the player at first base as soon as we can get the number. Turn around, number 23. Is that some shifting? That's Sierra Smith. So Sierra Smith shifts from catcher.
First base for the Tahlequah group.
And behind the dish is, looks like, is that number 6. Sarah Cordell. So there's a lot of movement going on. There's a high fly ball left field. There's the catch, and tagging is Rollo's going to score. Chesser stays at first. So the sac fly by Leah Brown is good. Gets an RBI there. And is now 11-0 Tigers as Kinsey Mathis steps in. Mathis is going to let this one hit in front of the plate. Ball 1.
Kinsey Mathis.
Mathis doubled and scored her first time up. Takes a strike there, 2-1. She's going to give a whack at that one. Going to line drive it into left field. And there's going to be runners at first and second as Ryan Ferguson gets that one in.
Stevens to the plate.
Lissa Stevens doubled her first time up.
Tiger center fielder doubled her first time to the plate today.
That one hits the plate for ball 1. Coach King's Lady Tigers can make an early night of it. They can hold Tahlequah in check the rest of the night. There's a shot down the line at third base. That's going to score a run for the Lady Tigers. They're going to have runners at second and third on that double for Elisa Stevens. So her second double of the night gets her first RBI of the ball game. As Chesser comes in to score. Now it's Mary Collins, who reached on an error her first time up. Takes a strike. She eventually scored. Crushes that one right at Morgan Terrence, who fields it, and they tag in third in scoring is the designated, the assigned runner for the Tigers.
Back to the top of the order for the Tigers shortstop, Caitlin Polini. Yeah, you gotta go 4 completed.
That pitch goes inside.
Oh, really?
That one's outside. 2-1 now to Polini, who has singled twice, scored twice, has 1 RBI. Looking to add another to that resume of this game. She won't force anything, though, as we mentioned. Leads the team in walks. Going to take a whack at that one, and it's going to drop in front of the left fielder.
Caitlin Polini will drop one into left field, and she'll pick up the RBI.
That's her 3rd single of the night. Speaking of the night, just speaking of this game, not all day long. Hannah Hendricks now up. Homered her last time up. Takes a strike on that one. Hendricks was thinking about it, but goes ahead and takes strike 2. Drive that one, and there's a catch out there by Wright. And so that's going to end it. Right now, the Lady Tigers score 4 in that one, and they lead it 14-0.
For tiny miracles and superheroes. For beautiful warriors, neighborhood quarterbacks, and family treasures. You're why we exist. For 85 years and counting, St. John has been by your side through every checkup, challenge, and triumph. We're your partner in health. We are St. John.
At TTCU, before they make any decision, they ask one simple question. What's best for our members? Take checking accounts. They know it takes effort to move your account, so they make sure it's worth it by giving you and your school $50 when you get a School Pride Visa check card. It's easy to manage your accounts. Here, there, anywhere, and TTCU rewards loyalty. With direct deposit based on your balances, you could earn extra dividends. Rewards? Check at TTCU.
It's going to be Bailey Wright to lead it off, and going to slap one right at Caitlin Polini. Ball hit hard, but Polini knew exactly where to be. Is that advanced scouting? Well, they've had a chance to advance scout as Tahlequah has already played 3 games coming in just today. This is game 4 for them. Game 6 overall today right here at Lady Tiger Field. Hannah Boswell, who is now pitching, slaps on that one out. Here comes.
Megan Rilo will take a couple steps to the right.
And that one's Hannah Hendricks with the catch out there, the rover.
Actually, it's Hendricks with the catch. Messed that up too, and Heinrichs with the catch.
Sarah Cordell now. Pops up to making them play on it and can't not get there. Nice try by Alyssa Stevens with the little dive and slide, but that one drops in for a hit for Cordell.
Cordell will drop it in for the hit.
Sierra Smith. Cordell, the pitcher now, is coming off, and running for her will be number 20, Hayes. Aubrey Hayes.
Aubrey Hayes in as the courtesy runner. Smith to the plate with 2 down.
So it's Sarah Hicks who came in for Dillard. We'll just have to figure out where she's playing. Shot back to the pitcher, and that's going to be over to first. So Mathis to Brown, and that ends the second. The Lady Tigers, your Lady Tigers, lead it over the Tahlequah Lady Tigers, 14-0. We're going to the third after this.
At St. John, you're not the patient in 201. You're a 7-month survivor. You're not the heart attack victim on the 4th floor. You're hero to Ava, Charlie, and Caleb. You're more than a diagnosis or database entry. you're the reason we exist. Our entire staff is committed to making you stronger. It's why Telsons, for 85 years and counting, choose the health family of St. John.
In as little as 12 months, with a diploma from Spartan College, you could have a career in aviation and beyond. At Spartan, you don't just study airplanes, you're surrounded by them. Some 40 at our flight campus, another 20 at our technology campus. This is a college where you can pilot planes, repair planes, learn everything there is to know about planes, inside and out.
All right, leading it off here in the top of the third, Alexa Romero has a 1-strike count. That one hits the plate. That one floats outside. Romero is homered and singled and slaps that down to third. Peter's going to throw it across. Does she come off the bag? Nope, they get her out. So Romero is retired. 5-3. And that is the first time the leadoff hitter has been retired for Broken Arrow here in the third. That one just outside. Marcella McKinney, second baseman. There's a strike on the inside part. Kenny's going to crank that one, and it's going to be caught by a falling down left fielder in Ryan Ferguson.
Ferguson with a beautiful catch in left field right in front of the All-Star Sports Complex sign, and there's 2 down.
Yeah, the sun is directly right in her eyes. She's got the shades on, but still probably had a tough time fighting the sun and the ball coming at it. So it was a yellow ball coming out of a yellow sun, and she had to just guess which one was which. And guessed correctly. Megan Rollo. If Rollo can deposit this one, which she's not going to be able to, was trying to get aggressive. And Dry comes in and takes care of it, so the Lady Tigers get no runs in the third, no hits. Just a 0 up there. And so it is still 14-0 with Tahlequah coming to bat after this.
Tiger Threads is the one-stop shop to get all things BA. Whether you're a little Tiger, a current student, a proud alumni, a parent, or just a fan of Broken Arrow, Tiger Threads is taking black and gold to an entirely new level with a variety of apparel and spirit accessories. New items arrive daily in all the best brands, including Nike, Under Armour, Glitter Gear, Hanes, and much, much more. If you can't find something you love, ask our staff. We can help with special and custom orders and are always open to new ideas and suggestions. Tiger Threads is located inside the main high school entrance and is open 10 through 6 Monday through Thursday and 10 to 4 on Fridays.
All right, this is going to be Claire Barker leading it off. Barker playing second base. Fouls that one back. No balls, 2 strikes. So Mathis went right at her. Little spin on that one's going to be inside. So she continues to throw the spinner, not that time, a little more of a flat pitch. Right back to Mathis in the circle. Over to Brown. 1 away. You know, Coach King would like to get that extra run so they didn't have to see the heart of the order for Tahlequah. There's a pop-up by Ferguson and handled by Henricks.
And the catch, 2 down.
Back to the top of the order, but it's going to be Sarah Hicks
To the plate.
hitting
Sarah
for
Hicks,
Dillard,
9.
who, remember, was called out for runner interference when she did not get out of the way of an attempted double play, and the ball hit her right either in the face mask or in the bill of the helmet from Marcella McKinney, who whipped to make the throw sidearm. That one hits the plate, and she was down for several minutes. And wobbly walking off was Aaron Dillard. There's a strike, 3 balls and 1 strike to Hicks. That pitch is short.
Hicks will draw the walk.
So you want to get Terrence because you don't want anybody on base for Courtney Dry.
Morgan Terrence to the plate.
And Terrence is going to take a strike right there. 1 ball, 1 strike. As Mathis was trying to register in the zone, there's going to be a shot going back on it. Oh, can't get it as Rollo was playing in. Runners are going to go up to first and second.
In and out of the left fielder,
Rollo, I tell you, should have had that one was hit hard. She did go back on the ball, but couldn't haul it in. So there's a single for Terrence. Terrence was the batter that was called out because of runner interference. There's a pop-up going back is Henricks going back to no avail as that one comes down right beside the flagpole for Courtney Dry, and it is now 14-3 with a 3-run home run there from Courtney Dry. And that's who Coach King did not want to see come to the plate. You get 2 outs, and then you allow backup Sarah Hicks to walk, and it causes some damage. With that 3 RBI home run. And here's another girl, Bub Peters, that can do some damage. And spoken of, and Dezette is off the pole, the light pole for a home run, and it is now 13-4. So Tahlequah 14-4. Tahlequah giving a little bit of a fight here. As Mathis getting those pitches a little bit too much into the danger zone area of the big hitters. And here comes Bailey Wright. Wright lined out to short last time up. Short hop there at third. Chesser throws it across to Brown. And that will do it here for the third. Tahlequah gets 4 across the plate, and it is 14-4 Broken Arrow as we go into the 4th.
In as little as 12 months, with a diploma from Spartan College, you could have a career in aviation and beyond. At Spartan, you don't just study airplanes, you're surrounded by them. Some 40 at our flight campus, another 20 at our technology campus. This is a college where you can pilot planes, repair planes, learn everything there is to know about planes, inside and out.
I used to struggle in school, but Huntington helped me with phonics, reading, study skills, writing, algebra,
chemistry, calculus,
SATs,
ACTs.
Huntington helped me with
all my subjects.
Leading it off for the Lady Tigers is going to be Ashley Chesser, left-handed hitter, left-handed hitting third baseman. That one's outside. Chesser and then Alyssa Brown and Kinsey Mathis. Well, the Tigers couldn't finish it off in the third, but they still got a chance to finish it off here in the fourth. It's a 10-run rule after 4, and there's going to be a pop-up. Going to her right a little bit is Bailey Wright, and hauls that one in for an out. So Broken Arrow Bats were in business in the first 2 innings, scoring 10 runs and 4 runs, and now they've gone cold. Fly balls seem a little shallower, not getting quite as much pop on them. The wind has died slightly. Just reminded of game 1 where I came up with the hiccups about midway through, hoping that is not catching on again as the count goes to 3-0 for Aaliyah Brown. Brown's going to take a stride on the inside part. She was ready to walk on down to first base. There's ball 4 to Brown. So a base runner on.
The pitcher, Kinsey Mathis, 1 out, 1 on.
5 Tigers in a row had been retired. 5 Broken Arrow Tigers in a row. Going back to the second until they get a base runner. 1 ball, 1 strike on Mathis. That one, she's going to swing one inside, tilt it down the line, and it is going to be foul. Mathis got the bat head way in front of that one. Just couldn't keep it quite fair. Bounded about a foot foul. Going to drive that one up the middle. Is going to 1 hop to right. And Brown advances to second on the single. So Mathis at first, Brown at second. Alyssa Stevens steps in. She has a pair of doubles and an RBI. She scored 2 runs. So in the bottom half of the order, the Tigers doing some damage. Like that in shortstop, flipped over. Can't turn the double play. But they do get the force out. And the throw is not returned to first base as Mathis does slide. Runners on the corners. Brown at third, Stevens at first, and here comes Mary Collins. Collins reached on an errand as a sacrifice fly. Going to drive down the first base side, and it's going to hit the runner, and that's going to be an out. So Lisa Stevens didn't see where the ball was going, and it hit her right in the foot, so that's going to do it right there. The Tigers do not score again, so they've gone 10-4-0-0, and it is 14-4 right now as we go into the bottom of the fourth.
My Contour helps me discover all new sides to myself, like it knows I'm into sci-fi and personally recommends new things I didn't know existed. Like intergalactic biohumanoid sci-fi, lovable ogre sci-fi, and whatever this is. I just look for the diamonds, and suddenly,
I'm into whole new worlds of entertainment. That's why
Contour is TV just for me.
For the many sides of you, there's Contour.
I used to struggle in school, but Huntington helped me with phonics, reading, study skills, writing, algebra,
Chemistry. Calculus.
SATs.
ACTs.
Huntington helped me with all my subjects.
No matter what grade your child is in, no matter what kind of grades they get, Huntington can help. For over 35 years, our individualized approach to tutoring has helped thousands improve at every level, from basic subjects to college test prep. Let Huntington help your child. Huntington, your tutoring
First pitch
solution.
comes in for a ball to Hannah Boswell. Boswell, Cordell, and Smith. And if no one reaches their scores, that'll be the ball game. Well, I guess they can have 3 people reach. and no one score, and that will still be the ball game. Going to drive it into right, backing up on it is Collins, and she catches that one easily. So one down, 2 outs to go. May 6th will be the date of the state tournament in Shawnee, the place where, unfortunately, the Lady Tigers were an inning away from winning the fast pitch tournament in the fall. Mustang came from behind and won that one. There's a drive into the gap between left and center. Stevens cuts that one off, holding Cordell to a single. Sierra Smith now steps in. Smith grounded back to the pitcher, and here comes a courtesy runner. That's going to be number 20, Aubrey Hayes. First pitch is a ball to Sierra Smith. Going to pop that one. Coming in is Hendricks. Handles it easily. 2 away.
2 down.
Claire Barker, the last chance for extending this. Second baseman for Tahlequah. Swings and misses. That pitch is short. 1 ball, 1 strike. Barker grounded back to the pitcher in the third. Pops that one over the head and into, and it's going to bound past, and that could lead to a run, and we could have some more softball, but no, they're going to hold. They're going to hold Cordell at third. So poorly played by Stevens, going to the ground instead of keeping the ball. It allows runners to go to second and third, and Ryan Ferguson comes to the plate. So this could keep going. Single in an error puts runners at second and third. Ground is short, across the diamond. Chesser, and that's going to do it. That'll be the ball game. Lady Tigers win it 14-4. And they are going to be playing at Shawnee on May 6th. Final 14-4. Lady Tigers roll through that one. They get all 14 runs in the first 2 innings. Apparently that is not the run rule. They're coming back out. It is not 10 after 4. But that's what we had earlier. Maybe it's 12 after 4. That was the information I was giving earlier today. Was 15, 10, and 8. Apparently it could be 15, 12, and 10. But at least I didn't announce it to the entire public here at the ballgame. Well, my source information was also wrong. So we're going to go with 15, 12, and 10, which is, it is 10 after 5. Must be 12 after 4. So we're going to get a little bonus softball here from what we were first thinking. Keep you guys on your toes, always guessing. That's the way we like to do it here at AeroVision. There's the line drive base hit from Pelini.
Top of the fifth with a solid single to center.
And now it's going to be Hendricks who's going to hit a home run and look up here at Don Rice and say, yeah, if we had this many runs, the game would be over. But no, we're still going to be playing because we are the visiting team on our home park. Hendricks goes the opposite way, and what did I tell you?
Hannah has left the yard one more time for a 2-run home run.
2-run homer for Hendricks. And that is her second of that variety this ball game. So Hendricks has flown out to Bailey Wright twice and flown over the wall twice, and both those times came up with 2 RBIs. That gives her 4 for the game. And now let's see if Romero can play a little bit. Anything you can do, I can do better. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. Yes, I can. You can't hear the no I can'ts in the background. There's a long one, and yes, there it is. What have I told you? Romero just goes boom. And so Romero makes it a 17-4 game for the Lady Tigers. And rest assured, we will be correct that if indeed Tahlequah does not score in their half, it will be ball game, and it will be on to the state championship for the Lady Tigers. So does the home run parade keep going? Let's see, Marcella McKinney. McKinney doubled, and then she has popped out twice. That one comes way inside, 2 balls and no strikes. And another home run hitting prospect, Rollo in next. There's going to be a line drive. My goodness, the third baseman, Peters, didn't see the ball, and she just ducked. Just get out of the way as quickly as you can. Let's play it that way. It was off the end of the bat. Looking into the sun is Peters. She didn't know where the ball was because of the sun, and so she ducked to get out of the way. But it wasn't hit all that terribly hard. At second base is McKinney, and here comes Rollo. Rollo says that's going to be caught at the wall. So Rollo, we thought she had one there, but doesn't get it. Flies out to the left fielder, Ryan Ferguson. Ferguson made a great play again battling, and here comes Chesser. Chesser looking for her second hit of this ball game. Watches that one hit the plate. 2 balls, no strikes on the Tiger third baseman. Left-handing hitting third baseman. A la one of my favorite players of all time, George Brett. Let's see if she has the Henry Lau theory of hitting and takes the, we're not going to get a chance to see as she takes ball 4. So Chesser walks, putting runners on first and second for Leah Brown. Brown has a sacrifice fly, a walk, and reached and scored on an error. Brings that down to third. Peters is going to try to tag the runner and does. Tags out McKinney.
With the tag, and there's 2 down.
So 2 away. Reaching on the fielder's choice is Brown, and here comes Mathis. Mathis may not be ready to go back and pitch yet, so let's see if she can keep the offense going for the Tigers with 2 outs. Going to take that one inside, 2-0 with 2 outs, 2 runners on here in the top of 5. Three and 0, taken all the way, and going to load the bases. That hits over just inside the left-handed hitter's batting box.
Mathis will draw the walk, and that'll load him up.
It's going to be Alyssa Stevens with the bases loaded. There's a strike. Stevens, who had a blistering triple. Back in game 2, the first one against Tahlequah. Was wanting to stop at second, but Coach King kept waving her on. She kind of thought the ball was going to get caught somewhere along the way, but it didn't happen. 2 balls and 1 strikes now. To the ponytail wearing a redhead. Just got a piece of that one, wanted to hit it hard. Coach King says, hey, you just hit the ball on the ground and use your speed. They're not going to get you out no matter where you hit it. Bases are loaded, and she wanted to clear them, but she's not that kind of hitter. There's the drive. That's going to get at least one home. Station to station. Right there as Stevens gets an RBI with that single.
With the RBI. It's up Mary Collins.
18-4, and here comes Mary Collins. Takes a strike on the inside part, does Collins. Collins, the 10th player to bat in this inning. This will be the second time this ball game that the Tigers have sent at least 10 to the plate. They sent 14 to the plate in the first. 8 came to bat in the second. Then the offensive wheels kind of fell off until here in the fifth. But the Tigers have scored 4 more and still hunting. Collins drives that one deep, and that's going to get to the wall.
Collins will one-hump the wall.
And let's see if Collins races on to third. No, she's going to stop at second. It's going to be second and third as the ball comes in, but she gets 2 RBIs on that double. So Collins, the freshman, does some damage right there. And we're going to go back to the top of the order. And Caitlin Polini.
Back to Caitlin Polini.
Caitlin Polini came into today with 94 at bats. She seemed to have that many already today in these 3 games. Tigers have scored, as of now, 50 runs today in 3 games. And this one is not over. They're just saying, let's just leave Don Rice no choice when he announces that the game is over. That one's going back, going to be caught and hauled in by Morgan Terrence, and that'll do it for the Tiger fifth. As they score 6, it is 20-4. Broken Arrow, and we'll be back with what should be the last half after this.
For tiny miracles and superheroes. For beautiful warriors, neighborhood quarterbacks, and family treasures. You're why we exist. For 85 years and counting, St. John has been by your side through every checkup, challenge, and triumph. We're your partner in health. We are St. John.
At TTCU, before they make any decision, they ask one simple question. What's best for our members? Take checking accounts. They know it takes effort to move your account, so they make sure it's worth it by giving you and your school $50 when you get a School Pride Visa check card. It's easy to manage your accounts. Here, there, anywhere, and TTCU rewards loyalty. With direct deposit based on your balances, you could earn extra dividends. Rewards? Check at TTCU.
All right, first 2 pitches are balls to the Ryan Ferguson. Actually, he's not Ryan Ferguson. That's a Sarah Hicks. So somewhere I'm off a little bit. There's a ground ball. Polini's going to pick it up, throw, and get her on the low throw, but Aaliyah Brown grabbed that one at her ankles. So 1 out. And here comes Morgan Terrence.
Morgan Terrence to the plate.
Terrence singled and scored in the third. That was a 4-run third, and the only tallies put up in this ball game came in that inning for Tahlequah. So those would be tallies. There's a line shot that's going to get out. Oh, and that's off the top of the wall. It hit the yellow stripe. So Terrence wants to keep this game going, and they've got the big hitters up that can do it.
Right at the A1 Auto Body sign.
There's a double off the top of the wall by Terrence, and she hit that one hard. Gets that one up another 6 inches, and it's a homer. And here comes Courtney Dry, as good a hitter as we have seen at the ballpark today, no matter what team. Dry takes that one short. 2 balls and a strike to the best hitter for the Tahlequah Tigers. That one's outside. Dry's going to get one into the gap. And they're going to be runners at first and third with 1 out. Tahlequah is not done.
Dry will find the gap in left center field. They'll put runners at the corners. For Peters.
Here's Bub Peters.
Home run in the last inning. Or her last at that.
Peters homered in the third. And she homers here.
Done it again.
So Peters, a 3-run shot, makes this a 20-7 ball game. And the Tigers are going to need to hold it right there, or we're going to play a little bit more ball. I have spoken too soon again. Who knows? I not dare say. Maybe it's 10 after 5. Maybe I haven't spoken too soon. But they can't give up 3. Can't give up 4. Bailey Wright, 1 out. It's going to pop that one up. Hendricks is going to go back, just stepping into the warning track, and she hauls that one in.
2 down.
So the Rover grabs that, and there's 2 away. And it's Hannah Boswell. Boswell is lined out to Hendricks
Boswell to the plate.
and popped up to second. There's a strike on the outside part. Boswell with the sparkly ribbon. Oh, and it gets under the glove. Hard hit ball. Pelini just came up a little too quickly. Should have handled it, and she knows it. You can tell that by her body language right there. A hard hit one that the all-star shortstop should have had. E6. Cordell back to the pitcher and gets back right up through the middle between everybody.
Back up the middle.
A little clean base hit through the circle, over second base and into the outfield. So runners at first and second. Sierra Smith, who is 0 for 2, steps in. Grounded back to the pitcher a first time, then hit a fly ball in hand to Hendricks, was able to reel in. Pelini's going to take that one, step on the bag, and let's see, do we dare predict it? Umpire does signal, hands in the air. That is the ball game. Lady Tigers win it 20-7. And they are going to go to Shawnee on May 6th and play a little state championship softball. That is a one-day tournament, and they're about ready to get presented the regional tournament trophy is the Broken Arrow Lady Tigers. Again, they sweep it today. They score 50 runs and allow only 10 in winning 20-7 in the capper. They beat Tulsa Hale 15-0 in 3 innings to get it started. Then they went in 4 innings over Tahlequah 15-3, and then kind of win this one in 5, 20-7. So that'll do it for all of us. Thank you for joining us. This will be our last softball telecast. We have soccer coming up next week as well as regional baseball action. Soccer will be on Tuesday night. We have the girls and the boys both hosting from Memorial Stadium, and then we'll see what happens if the boys win. They will be hosting Friday night in soccer, second round of regional action right there. So that'll do it for us. The champion Lady BA Tigers about ready to be presented their regional title by Assistant Athletic Director Steve Dunn. Congratulations to Coach King and his Lady Tigers on a fabulous season. That'll do it for us tonight here on Arrow Vision. Thanks for the crew. This is Steve Cowan saying have a great night.